AI is getting 10 times better per year. 4 years from now, that would mean 10,000 times better. Like 2040, probably there are more humanoid robots than there are people. There'll be at least 10 billion humanoid robots. In just over 2 years, we'll be sending our first uncrewed starships to Mars. And then if those work out well, then we'll send humans 2 years after that. The actual launch of a robotic taxi, unsupervised full self-driving, is actually next year. We have 7 million cars on the road. Autonomy is here. All cars will drive themselves, and they'll get to where they're 10 times safer than human-driven cars, which will save, past 1 million lives. But over time, I think every country will have AI compute clusters. So that's why I created XAI, which is to have an AI that is maximally truth-seeking, that aspirationally does love humanity, and will seek the best interests of humanity going forward.
There is no more wait list. There were 300,000 Angelinos on it at one point, but now anyone can get a robotaxi in this 80 square mile zone that essentially stretches from Santa Monica to downtown LA. And I have to admit, I've been on the fence about getting in one of these things. I've seen them everywhere, but tonight I finally had to try it.
It is the most advanced, fully autonomous driving technology in the world today.
And now it's available to everyone in LA. It's designed to be really easy to use. All you have to do is download the app, put in your information, and then request a ride. Now, I've done this several times, and it keeps saying that there's server errors, but now it says I have a ride coming in 2 minutes. And there it is. I almost want to wave to it, but obviously there's nobody inside. But I know that this one is mine because it has my initials right there, CE at the top. So I should just be able to unlock it on the app. Pretty cool. Let's check it out. All right, so inside we've got nice music playing, obviously no driver, and I've got the prompts here on the screen, so let's start ride.
Hello from Waymo. As we get going, just give us 1 minute to cover a few riding tips.
After some safety reminders, we were off through the Fairfax district, navigating through hundreds of cars and pedestrians. Our car did have to honk a couple times. It's honking at that car. Oh man, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. But all in all, it was a smooth trip. Got temperature control. Not gonna touch any of those, obviously. Ooh, making it nice and warm. Hold it. Angelinos seem mixed about whether they're ready to try it.
It just doesn't feel right. It feels like no one's in control.
I trusted him out.
Oh, because I would be too scared.
So a company in China called Deep Robotics has invented a quadruped wheeled robot that can basically go over anything. Like, it is capable of going over walls, it's capable of going up and down steep hills without falling over, without tripping, braking, without crashing or anything like that. Apparently they've got all different types of versions of their quadruped robots. They've got power and utility versions that are capable of going up and down staircases. They've got rescue versions that are capable of navigating obstacles. They're good in all weather. They can go into toxic, collapsed buildings in post-disaster areas without having any issues. They've also got some that are made for going into tunnels. And then also mining robots that are made for navigating complex environments like narrow spaces. And they've got construction ones. China's also revealed that they have little quadruped robotic dogs with miniguns on the top of them. So imagine the military applications for a robot that has a minigun on top of it and can get around anywhere on any terrain without falling down, and you can't get away from it. So a company in
Israel longer belongs within the civilized community of nations, and its barbarism demands nothing less than decisive action to safeguard not just the Middle East, but the entire global order. These cumulative acts of violence against an entire nation leaves us with no choice but to demand the swift and effective action of the international community, including embargo, suspension, and even expulsion. If the world turns away now, this violence will not remain contained. It will ignite a fire that threatens to engulf the entire region and the rest of the world.
Interested in the people coming from space, you know.
Yes.
And I know you're interested in that.
Oh, very interested in that. How much did they tell you about that?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Before you leave office, will you let us know if there's aliens? Because this is the only thing I really want to know. I want to know what's going on. Would you ever open up Roswell and let us know what's really going on there?
So many people ask me that question.
I know, it sounds almost ridiculous, but it's actually the real question I want to know.
It sounds like a cute question, but it's actually, there are millions and millions of people that want to go there, that want to see it. I won't talk to you about what I know about it, but it's very interesting. But Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
So 2,038 self-deletions have been reported today following Donald Trump's election win. Bro, this is insane, man. Now, I'm not sure if this whole thing is true. This is all alleged, by the way. I don't want it to be true, but if this is true, I'm gonna start by saying RIP to those people that took their lives. Like, my condolences go out to their family. But, like, I didn't think politics was that serious. I know politics is serious, but I didn't think it was that serious to the point where you need to take your own life. I understand if you don't like Donald Trump, like, a lot of people don't like Donald Trump. But I don't think you taking your own life to prove that you don't like somebody that you don't even know, I don't think that does anything, because at the end of the day, you can't change that he's president. But I kind of somewhat understand why people will want to make this decision, because they feel like he's going to take away a lot of people's rights. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm hoping that's not true. Now, like I said earlier, I'm not sure if this is legit. This is all alleged. But if this whole thing is true, then like I said, RP to those people that did that. But let me